All right, everybody, how's it going? My name is Curtis Keeping, and welcome back to the AMZ Soldier channel. If it's your first time viewing one of our videos or it's your first time on the channel, welcome. We invite you to hit the subscribe button at the bottom of this video. That just lets us know that we're doing a good job, that you're enjoying the content, and most important of all, it notifies you every single time we put out more free content just like this one. So be sure to stay up to date with all the videos because we have a very busy schedule coming out in 2020 where we're putting out a lot more free content. So again, you want to make sure that you're getting notified every single time. In today's video, we're going to be talking about what product categories you should focus your time on the most in order to get the most results out of your Amazon business for 2020, okay? Let's face it, you could have the best products in the world with the most profit you've ever seen, but none of that will mean squat unless those products are positioned in the proper Amazon categories. Now, if you don't know what an Amazon category is, be sure to check out some of the other videos in the channel where we talk about product categories, okay? So, without further ado, let's jump right in. Here we have a little pie chart showing all the categories that Amazon has to offer. Some of them being too small here that we haven't had any room to actually label them. Some of those smaller ones you can't even sell in as an Amazon third-party seller, so don't even worry about it. You only want to focus your time on the bigger pieces of the pie outlined right here. Okay, so we'll start with the biggest category first, and that's books. 15% of all of Amazon's sales have came from books, okay? 15.9%. There's a huge market out there when it comes to selling books. A lot of the book sales on Amazon are used, so we won't really go too deep into the category of books, okay? Because us as wholesalers, we don't really focus on used products all that much, okay? Second biggest category on Amazon, and one that you definitely want to focus your attention on, is the health and beauty category, okay? 11.5% of all Amazon sales came from the health and beauty category. As wholesalers, there is a lot of lucrative opportunities out there when it comes to working with wholesale suppliers that offer beauty products. So if you're looking to get into the wholesale niche, I definitely recommend focusing some of your time on the health and beauty side of Amazon, okay? The third biggest category that Amazon has to offer is electronics and accessories, okay? About 10.8% of all Amazon sales last year came from the electronic categories. I'm pretty sure I read a statistic that said over 43% of all Prime users on Amazon.com purchased electronics from Amazon before, okay? That's crazy, crazy numbers. Electronics is something that every single consumer has in their house. They have a 2 to 3 year shelf life, and then people are swapping them out, getting the next latest thing, whether that's a digital clock, whether that's a cell phone, whether that's a new flat screen TV, a new Fitbit, smartwatch, you have it, you name it. It's in the electronics category, okay? Electronics is definitely something you want to focus some of your time on. Try to stick to the new electronics and try and stay away from the used electronics because we all know with used things, especially electronics, there tends to be a lot of returns, a lot of damaged stuff, that sort of thing, okay? A lot of warranties are voided when you sell used electronics. So again, stick to the electronics, but make sure you're sticking to the new stuff, okay? The fourth biggest category, and one of my favorites, is the home and kitchen category, guys. This thing is an absolute monster. I have nothing but good things to say about this. The home and kitchen category covers a lot of different products. Anything from, cups, plates, salt and pepper shakers, all the way up to your high-end small kitchen appliances like coffee makers, blenders, electronic carvers, electronic knives, kitchen scales, those sorts of things. are all offered in the home and kitchen category. This is one that myself and Jonathan have made a lot of money in, particularly selling coffee makers. So again, I suggest you focus some of your time on the home and kitchen side of things when it comes to Amazon, okay? So I'm just going to move my little bubble over here so you can see this side. We're not really going to talk too much about software and mobile apps. As a third-party seller, especially a wholesaler, we do not focus on digital products like software or mobile apps. Not to say that Amazon won't allow third-party sellers or that we won't focus on it later on in life, but right now it's just not something that we deal with, okay? To be honest with you. Clothing and accessories, this thing, again, is an absolute beast. There are millions and millions and millions of active products, clothing products on Amazon that'll cover everything from your hats all the way down to your socks. You have jewelry, you even have glasses and accessories. Those types of things fall under the clothing and accessories category. One thing to note when you're selling clothing and accessories, becomes a bit of a headache, are the different sizes and different style variations. For example, you could have a t-shirt just like this one, but you could have a black one, a gray one, a blue one, a pink one. And then for every color, you have a size. You have an extra large, a small, a medium, extra small, and everything in between. So once you guys dive into the clothing and accessories category and start picking out what products you want to carry, just be aware that it's not just one size fits all or one color satisfies all. There are multiple size and color and SKU variations. So just be sure to check that sort of thing out when you're sourcing and buying your products, okay? Another awesome category is the tools and home improvement category. That makes up about 4.4%. That'll cover everything from your nails, your hammers, your screwdrivers, your woodworking equipment, things that you would use around the house, saws, that type of thing, right? We don't really focus too much in the tools and home improvement, although there is a great opportunity to make some money out there, okay? 3.5% of all Amazon sales come from sports and outdoors equipment. This one's pretty self-explanatory. This one will cover everything from your basketballs, your baseballs, your hockey ice skates, your shin guards, your soccer balls, your boxing gloves. It'll have football gear. It'll have pretty much anything related to any sport that you can play, hiking activities, tents, hiking boots. You get the drill, right? Anything related to sports and the outdoors, mountain climbing, that sort of thing, right? Again, we don't really focus too much on movies and TV. That's more digital products, and we just don't focus on that sort of thing. One thing that surprised me here, 3.2% of all Amazon sales come from toys and games. I find this hard to believe because the toy and game category is an absolute monster on Amazon. There are millions of active SKUs, but yet only 3.2% of all Amazon sales come from toys and games. A large chunk of myself and Jonathan's business is actually tied up in the toy and game category, and we have no problems making hundreds and thousands of sales every single week. And it only comes from this small portion of the pie here, this 3.2%, right? So when you're looking at it and you think, oh, I should definitely build my business around the health and beauty side of things, well, consider this. Myself and Jonathan have a great deal of our business tied up in toys and games, and we're still able to sell, hundreds and thousands of products every single month from that category, right? These are just the top categories that you should be focusing on, not the categories that you absolutely have to run your business in, right? And again, guys, we'll finish off with these last three. We have the grocery and gourmet food. That is 2.9% of all Amazon sales. Grocery and gourmet food is self-explanatory. That's everything from your canned goods, your boxed goods, your chips, your chocolate bars, your candy, your macaroni and cheese, that type of thing, right? The only thing you pretty much can't sell on there when it comes to food are things like, fresh produce, meat from an animal, just because of the shelf life, right? One thing to note on there, if you're selling grocery and gourmet food items, you need to have an expiry date with at least 90 days or greater. Anything under 90 days, you definitely can't sell it on there. Amazon will just take it and throw it in the garbage, right? So make sure you stay up to date with Amazon's policies and regulations when it comes to selling grocery and gourmet food, because they definitely change it on a yearly or monthly basis just to make sure that their customers are being protected when it comes to selling grocery and gourmet food items, right? Last two products here, guys. We have office products, which is 2.8% of all Amazon sales. And we have the pet supplies, which is probably just under the 2.8, probably 2.6, 2.7, right? These are two small portions of Amazon's overall sales. But again, we have sold in both of these categories. And as long as you get the sales ranks that are below the 100,000, they're below the 75,000, you have no problems making a good living selling products in the pet supplies and the office products categories, okay? So again, guys, these are the biggest categories over here, obviously indicated by the blue, red, yellow, and green and orange colors. But again, you definitely don't only have to focus on those categories. Spread out, but the main thing is that you are in the right category and that your sales rank is below the suggested sales rank for each category, okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to hit the subscribe button at the bottom of this video if you enjoyed the content that we've provided. And again, keep your eye out for more AMZ Soldier videos. They'll be coming at you hard in 2020. See you in the next video.